Good day, everybody, from me, Andre Viljoen, with the latest God stories of Africa. As 2023 draws to a close, we have news of the gospel of Jesus Christ impacting lives powerfully in Africa, from the north to the south. From the largest crusade in Egypt's history to a South African-led outreach in Ethiopia that was literally birthed in a dream, to a vision for wave on wave of salvations across South Africa in 2024, we have news of an amazing year-end gospel thrust that looks set to continue into the new year. And while this report focuses on 3 remarkable campaigns, we are aware that there are many other churches, evangelists, and ministries across Africa that have recognized that the fields are ripe for harvest and who are responding accordingly. In what has been called the largest Christian event in Egypt's history, more than 17,000 attended a gospel crusade in Cairo, and more than 7,800 people decided to put their faith in Jesus. United States-based Egyptian-born leader of Leading the Way ministry, Dr. Michael Youssef, led the evangelistic event last month, ignoring warnings that it was unsafe to undertake such a campaign amidst rising tensions in the region due to the war in Gaza, he told CBN News.
It's an amazing experience. Past midnight, people did not want to leave, and they said, we just feel the Holy Spirit here. It's a foretaste of heaven, just praising God together.
The 75-year-old pastor of the Church of the Apostles in Atlanta, Georgia, said he was invited to Egypt to preach by a coalition of pastors and leaders representing 27 denominations nearly a year ago. He attributed the event's unprecedented attendance to the power of prayer. There have been people who have been praying around the clock for nearly 12 months, he explained. He said the church in Egypt is booming. The evangelicals and Protestants may have been 250,000 or 300,000 back when I lived there 55 years ago. Now there are over 2 million evangelicals in Egypt and about 10 million Coptic Orthodox. God is doing an amazing work and bringing people to himself, he said. South African Evangelism Ministry, In His Name Ministries, ended 2023 with what was literally a dream crusade in the town of Metu in southwestern Ethiopia. The 4-day evangelism outreach from the 30th of November to the 3rd of December, during which thousands of people turned to Jesus, came about after In His Name crusade director Samuel Morembe had a vivid dream in which pastors from a town called Metu asked them to hold a crusade in their town. Upon waking, he contacted the ministry's Ethiopian team and asked them if there was a place called Metu. After confirming the existence of Metu, he discovered that pastors there, just like in his dream, were eager for a crusade in their town, but conflict between rival groups in the area made it impossible to schedule a crusade there until the end of 2023, about 2 years after the dream. Even in the planning of the crusade, our team faced great hostility from those of other faiths, being violently attacked on the streets and some spending a night in jail on account of pushback from opposing religious groups, said Cape Town evangelist Tamron Clintworth, who founded In His Name in 2008. The ministry focuses on evangelistic outreaches in South Africa and Ethiopia, where it has been active since 2017. In a report on the crusade, she says that when they started laboring in Metu, less than 30% of its inhabitants were born again, with around 50% being Muslim and the remainder Ethiopian Orthodox. Now, thousands more have become children of God. We held 6 services over a period of 4 days, and the gospel went forth with clarity and conviction. The response to the preaching of the good news was tremendous, and over 35,000 pieces of follow-up material were distributed. The pastors are working to connect with the new converts. a task that is challenging in towns such as these on account of the animosity faced by those who convert to Christianity, she writes. She said prayer for the sick yielded magnificent miracles, with tumors vanishing and canes tossed away. One man demonstrated his newfound freedom by doing push-ups and handstands on the stage after God removed tumors on either side of his waist, which had prevented him from even being able to bend. On the final day of the crusade, a Sunday, the evangelical churches in Metu closed their doors and all congregations gathered for a mass service. Believers were equipped to preach the gospel with signs and wonders following. The 4-day crusade in Metu was in his name's 6th crusade in Ethiopia this year. The ministry also held 2 fire conferences in Ethiopia in 2023. They say that during 2024, in addition to holding crusades across Ethiopia, they plan to fund and spearhead the holding of 50 crusades across South Africa. The crusades will either be held by in his name or by other evangelists with whom they have a relationship. Each crusade will involve multiple churches with believers equipped for soul winning. They estimate that at least 500,000 people will be impacted through the crusades, which will be in needy areas, including townships where crime, immorality, and gang violence abound, and rural villages where witchcraft and ancestral worship prevail. The 50 Crusades Initiative, which they have branded Wowza, standing for Wave on Wave South Africa, will include 11 crusades in Alexandra Township, Johannesburg, from early February to mid-April. 16 local evangelists trained by in his name will work with the team to hold a crusade in different sections of the township every weekend until all Alex has been reached, says in his name. Well, thank you for watching God's Stories of Africa. If you would like to ensure you never miss our updates, do subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell. You can also help us to reach more people with God's stories by liking this video, commenting, and of course by sharing it with others. God bless you abundantly until we meet again.